Did you know that 40% of parents of young Ontario homeowners help their children with a home purchase? Recently, my brokerage, Zolo Realty, released an article related to purchasing real estate for adult children. For many, many years, purchasing a home has been difficult for most young Canadians. And a lot of these young Canadians rely on their parents for financial assistance in order to get into the property market. So in this video, we are going to walk through some data related to parents helping their adult children purchase real estate, why this occurs, the different options that parents have for helping their children become homeowners, and things to consider before purchasing a home for your child. My name is Macallum, and I'm a real estate agent in the city of Toronto, and I lead a team of amazing agents who help clients every single day buy and sell real estate. And we work with young Canadians all the time who are trying to get into the real estate market. So we see this play out firsthand. And if I could just ask you to take 1 second to hit both the like and subscribe buttons, I would greatly appreciate it. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of 2023, and we are almost there. And if you'd like to book a meeting with me, you can do so by going to the first link in the description of this video. From there, you can book a time in my calendar that works best for you. Although prices in the past few years have fluctuated kind of up and down, the Toronto real estate market over the past numerous decades has grown significantly, and many people have been priced out of the market. And this basically means people who are aspiring homeowners need to rely on their parents. We'll get to the considerations in a little bit. However, the most important thing to remember is that if you are considering purchasing or helping your adult child purchase a home, then you need to remember that it's your money on the line. So considering your financial situation is, of course, step one. Like I said earlier in this video, 40% of parents of young Ontario homeowners help their children with a home purchase. Now, here's a question I have for you. What is the average amount of money that parents gifted to their children? I'll give you a few seconds to come up with your number. Okay, so here's our answer. Abacus Data survey showed that on average, the parents who gifted their children money gave $73,000, while those who loaned it came up with $40,000. These numbers might seem incredibly high to you. However, I think that people often forget how much money parents hold in their properties with equity or cash because living expenses are significantly lower than they were before if carrying a small or no mortgage. A few years ago, my brokerage Zolo discovered that 71% of Canadians worried they could never become homeowners. With a percentage that high, parents become nervous and thus offer their assistance. There are many different ways that parents can help their children become homeowners in a challenging real estate market. And in this video, we are going to outline 4 of those different ways. The first and arguably the most common is parents gifting the down payment. Gifting a down payment is the simplest method as well because it's very one-sided. In this scenario, parents can either cover the entire down payment or develop the missing percentage to help speed up the process for their child purchasing a home. For many adult children who are paying extremely high rent, it can be very difficult to save for their down payment on top of all of their other monthly expenses. If you as a parent are in a position to assist your adult children by gifting a down payment, your child could also potentially avoid paying the CMHC mortgage insurance if you give them the funds needed for an adequate amount. That way they don't fall under the threshold of 20%. Of course, gifting a down payment is not always an option for every parent. So the second approach is loaning your child money for closing costs. If you've ever moved, you know how expensive it is beyond just the down payment. Everything from boxes to truck rentals to movers to new furniture and new paint at your child's new home costs a lot of money, which provides parents the opportunity to assist with those expenses. When considering a loan, it's crucial that all parties should enter into a promissory note and/or mortgage agreement because a loan must be repaid. A loan can be a little tricky to navigate depending on the relationship between the child and the parent, but it can help ease the burden on the child as they struggle to become homeowners. Another approach which is used quite frequently is co-signing the mortgage. This approach allows parents to help their adult children qualify for the mortgage, but does not require them to provide a gift or a loan. In this case, parents are using their solid credit and not cash. The tricky thing with co-signing a mortgage is that it does come with risks. And one of those risks is that you could get into a pretty awkward situation if your child does not hold up their end of the deal. There are other risks involved with co-signing a mortgage loan, and they are that the loan becomes your responsibility. It will impact your credit rating. It may affect your ability to borrow money from lenders, and co-signing can cause distress in a relationship. When either co-signing for the mortgage or providing a loan, there is a return from the adult child by either way of monetary value going back to the parents, or the adult child ensuring the mortgage is in good standing. So always evaluate all potential outcomes and relationship with your family prior to co-signing the mortgage or providing a loan. Now, the fourth option is not overly common, and it is to buy a home and rent it out to your adult children. Of course, the reason this approach is less common is because it requires parents to purchase an entire property for their adult child. It's not just providing some or all of the down payment or providing a loan. It's paying a home with cash or obtaining a mortgage themselves. Some parents may elect to purchase the home for their child outright, while another option is to rent the property out to them for a discounted price or agreed upon rate. And by doing so, this could set up an agreement where the parent and the child both get ahead financially. So to answer the original question of this video, is buying a home for your adult children possible? Yes, for some parents it may absolutely be possible, and there are many different approaches to take in order to assist your child with purchasing a home. Over the past number of decades, parents have received the benefit of price appreciation in the real estate market and increased equity in their homes that they can use towards another purchase. And we need to remember that there is more money sitting in the real estate market than we tend to think. If you've thought about purchasing real estate for or with your children, go to the first link in the description of this video and book a one-on-one call with me.